Welcome students. Today we are going to learn a new concept in polynomials, that is remainder theorem and factor theorem. In the last class we have seen two types of division, that is synthetic and linear division. After that you have also learned how to find out the value of the polynomial. So the next thing is, what is this remainder theorem and factor theorem? Now using the concept of finding out the value of the variable, we'll see what is the remainder theorem. Without actually doing the division, we'll find out what is the remainder of the theorem, which is called as the remainder theorem. Now for example, when the polynomial 4x square minus x plus 2 is divided by the polynomial x plus 1. So you want to find out, when this polynomial is divided by x plus 1, what is the remainder. Now according to the remainder theorem, what we have to do is, we have to substitute the value of x is equal to minus 1. That is, take with the opposite sign, so you get x is equal to minus 1. For that, first we'll consider the polynomial. We'll give a name to the polynomial. P of x is equal to 4x square minus x plus 2. So in this polynomial, we are going to put the value of x is equal to minus 1. So when you put the value of x is equal to minus 1, as you have learned how to find out the value of the polynomial, go on simplifying it. So you get p of minus 1 is equal to 4 into minus 1 square minus of minus 1 plus 2. So when you square this one, you get it as 4, because 1 square is 1, 1 into 4 is 4, minus into minus is plus 1 plus 2. So you get 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. So this value that you get here is called as the remainder of the polynomial. If you want, we can just verify this using the synthetic division. In synthetic division, what we had to do is, we had to write the coefficients of this number. Coefficient of the number was 4 here, and here it is minus 1, and here it is 2. And this has to be divided by the opposite sign of this, that is minus 1. So in the first step, what you are doing is, we were putting 0. Then add it, you get 4. 4 into minus 1 will be minus 4. Minus 1 minus 4 will be equal to minus 5. Minus 5 into minus 1 will be equal to plus 5. So adding this, you are getting the remainder as 7. By adding the value, you are getting it as 7. So we have learnt in the synthetic division, the last value that you get will be the remainder. So these two values are same. So this is what is called as the remainder theorem. That is, give the name for the polynomial, then whatever is the divisor, take the constant of the divisor with the opposite sign. Then as you have learned to find out the value of the polynomial, substitute the value of x and go on simplifying. Whatever is the answer that you get, that will be the remainder. So we will see with the, now next, what is a factor theorem? In a factor theorem, now suppose if you divide any number, suppose if you are dividing 14, you are dividing by 7. So 7 2s are 14, and you get it as the remainder as 0. So if the remainder is 0, then you tell that 7 is a factor of 14. So if the remainder you get it as 0, then you tell that 7 is a factor of 14. The same way, if you get the remainder as 0, then you can tell that this divisor is a factor of this dividend. So we'll see how to work out problems using the remainder theorem and the factor theorem. Now we'll go to the exercise 3.5. In exercise 3.5, you have got the first problem, find the value of the polynomial using given values for x. They are given a polynomial and they are given different values for x. You have to find out the value of the polynomial. The same way as you have done in the previous exercise, the same way you have to do it. Then we will first give the name for the polynomial. So that is exercise 3.5, the first problem. So I am taking the second sub-question, first problem, second sub-question. So they are given the polynomial. First we will name the polynomial by taking, let p of x is equal to 2x minus 2x square plus 7. Now here they are given three different values. You have to substitute all the three values and find out what is the value of the polynomial. Second sub question I'll take, that is putting value of x is minus 1. So you get p of minus 1 is equal to 2 into minus 1 minus 2 into minus 1 whole square plus 7. So you get 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. This minus 1 when you square you get it as positive. So plus 1 into minus 2 will be minus 2 plus 7. So this will be equal to minus 2 is minus 4 plus 7 which is equal to 3. So the value of the polynomial when x is equal to minus 1 is 3. Same way you have to do for the other two values also. Now in the second problem, they given for each of the following polynomial, find p of 1, p of 0 and p of minus 2. So they given there three sub-questions are given. For all the three sub-questions, you have to substitute first p of 1, then find out p of 0, then find out p of minus 2. So I'll take the second sub-question, second problem, second sub-question. Now in that, the value of the polynomial given is y square minus 2y plus 5. This is the polynomial given. You have to find out the value of the polynomial when p is equal to 1, when p is equal to 0, when p is equal to minus 2. For all the three values you have to substitute the values and find out when value of y is equal to 1, 0 and minus 2. For that what you have to do is first you have to substitute y value as 1, then you have to substitute y value as 0, then you have to do it for minus 2. For all the three values you have to do it. So first putting the value of y as 1, you get p of 1 is equal to 1 square minus 2 into 1 plus 5. So this will be 1 minus 2 plus 5. 1 minus 2 is minus 1, minus 1 plus 5 is equal to 4. So this is the answer for the first value, first question. Now the second question is you have to substitute y as 0. So when you substitute y as 0, then you will get it as 0 square minus 2 into 0 plus 5. So 0 square is 0, 2 into 0 is 0, so the answer will be equal to 5. The same way you have to substitute the value of p as y as minus 2 and find out what is the value of p of minus 2. So that is the second question you have got to find out. For all the three problems you have to find out what is its value. Now you have got the third question. If the value of the polynomial m cube plus 2m plus a is 12, for m is equal to 2, then find the value of a. So we'll take the polynomial p of m is equal to m cube plus 2m plus a. So they told that the value of this polynomial, value they have told it is equal to 12 for m is equal to 2. That is, when you substitute m value as 2, the value of the polynomial is 12. So now you have to find out what is the value of a. So first you have to put value of m is equal to 2 in the given expression. So you get, put m is equal to 2. So you get p of 2 is equal to 2 cube plus 2 into 2 plus a. So this will be 2 cube is 8 plus 4 plus a, which is equal to 12 plus a. But what is the value of the polynomial given? They have given it as 12. But p of 2 is given as 12. So what you get here is, in p of 2 you have to substitute, where you got p of 2 you have to substitute the value as 12. So you get 12 is equal to 12 plus a, or you get the value of a is equal to, taking 12 to the other side, 12 minus 12 is equal to 0. So this is how you find out the value of the variable unknown term what is given in the polynomial by substituting the given value. Fourth one also is the same type. You have to substitute the value and find out the value of the unknown term. Now fifth one, divide the first polynomial by the second polynomial and find the remainder using factor theorem. So they are told to use the remainder. Two polynomials are given. You have to divide the first polynomial by the second polynomial and you have to find out what is the remainder. So I'll take the Second question, the polynomial given is 2x cube minus 2x square plus ax minus a. So this is divided by x minus a. You need to find out what is the remainder by using the factor theorem. Factor theorem is nothing but you have to substitute the given value of x from the divisor of this. Here this is the dividend. So the dividend will take it with a, we'll give a name for it. We'll take p of x is equal to 2x cube minus 2x square plus ax minus a. Now the divisor you have got x minus a, so you have to put the value of x with positive sign. So x is equal to a you have to put. So now after when you put the value of x as a and simplify it, what we get here is p of a is equal to 2 into a cube minus 2 into a square plus a into a minus a. That is, wherever you have got x, replace it by a. So you get this as 2a cube minus 2a square. A into a is a square minus a. So the answer will be 2a cube minus 2a square plus a square is minus a square. And the last term is minus a. So this will be the remainder when this dividend is divided by the divisor x minus a. The sixth problem, if the polynomial is divided by y plus 2 and the remainder is 50, then find the value of m. So they given the polynomial. So we'll take a name for the polynomial. We'll consider it as p of y is equal to y cube minus 5y square plus 7y plus m. So this is divided by y plus 2. This is divided by y plus 2. And they have told that condition given here is remainder is 50. They have told that the remainder is 50. So to use the remainder theorem, you have to substitute y value is equal to minus 2. So when you substitute the value of y as minus 2, so you will get this as minus 2 cube minus 5 into minus 2 square plus 7 into minus 2 plus m as it is. 2 cube, when you do it, you get it as minus 8. 2 square is 4. 4 5 is 20 minus 20. 7 2 is minus 14 plus m. So now all these are with minus sign. You can add all the terms. So 8 plus 4 is 12. Carry 1 to the next place. 1 plus 1 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. So you get minus 42 plus m. So this is the remainder you have got. But the condition given is remainder is 50. But p of minus 2 is equal to 50. Remainder is nothing but p of minus 2. So you get 50 is equal to minus 42 plus m. Now take minus 42 to the other side. So you get 50 plus 42, that is equal to 92 is equal to m. So the value of m is equal to 92. So this is how you use the factor theorem or the remainder theorem to find out what is the value of the polynomial. The next problem you have got, use factor theorem to determine whether x plus 3, the seventh problem is use factor theorem to determine whether x plus 3 is a factor of x square plus 2x minus 3 or not. So you have to determine, so we will consider the polynomial as p of x is equal to x square plus 2x minus 3. So you have to determine whether x plus 3 is a factor or not. To determine whether x plus 3 is a factor or not, substitute the value, and if you get the remainder as 0, then it is a factor. So you have to put the value of x is equal to minus 3. So you get p of minus 3 is equal to minus 3 square plus 2 into minus 3 minus 3. So minus 3, when you square it, you get 9, and this is minus 6 and this is minus 3. So you get 9 minus 6 minus 3 is minus 9. 9 minus 9 is equal to 0. Since you have got since, then you have to write Since p of minus 3 is equal to 0, x plus 3 is a factor of the polynomial x square plus 2x minus 3. So if you are getting the remainder as 0, then it is a factor. If you are not getting it as 0, then it is not a factor. The next one, they given it is a factor, you have to find out the value of m. Same way as you have done in the remainder theorem, you have to substitute the value and find out what is the value of m. The ninth one, by using factor theorem in the following examples, determine whether q of x is a factor of p of x. So they given the two polynomials are given. One is p of x is equal to x cube minus x square minus x minus 1. The second polynomial they given q of x is equal to x minus 1, and they have asked you to find out whether this is a factor, q of x is a factor of p of x. You have to determine it. So for that, what you have to do, you have to substitute value of x is equal to 1. So you get p of 1 is equal to 1 cube minus 1 square minus 1 minus 1. So 1 cube is 1, minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. So plus 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled. So you are left with minus 1 minus 1, which is equal to minus 2. Since p of minus 1 is not equal to 0, so you have to write like this. Since p of 1 is not equal to 0, x minus 1 is not a factor. Now 10th problem you have got, if x to the power of 10th problem, x to the power of 31 plus 31 is divided by x plus 1, then find the remainder. So we will consider this as a p of x is equal to x to the power of 31 plus 31. So what you have to substitute the value as put the value of x is equal to minus 1. So you get p of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 to the power of 31 plus 31. Now whenever minus 1 is raised to an odd number, the value will always be minus 1. And here the value is equal to 31. So the answer will be 30. 31 minus 1, which is equal to 30. So here they have asked what is the remainder. So remainder will be equal to 30. Eleventh one, show that m minus 1 is a factor of that. So if it is a factor, you have to get the remainder as 0. So you have got 11th problem. Let p of m is equal to m to the power of 21 minus 1. And they have asked you whether m minus 1 is a factor. So to find out whether m minus 1 is a factor, you have to put the value of m is equal to 1. So you get p of 1 is equal to 1 to the power of 21 minus 1. 1 to the any number to the raised to the power of any number will always be 1. 1 minus 1, which is equal to 0. Since the remainder is 0, you have to write that m minus 1 is a factor.